This is going to be a presentation about how to use YouTube for your business. So for those of you joining on Facebook or watching this later, thank you so much. And we're going to go through a couple of things today. I'm going to take you through a presentation, which will include my introduction, why video is important for your business, and if possible, we can take some Q&A, as well. With that, what I'm going to do, Tracy, is I'm going to share my screen. You have disabled participant screen sharing. So can you go to your...
Yes.
Yeah, if you can enable that and let me know when I'm able to share my screen. It's if you click in video settings, it should be allow.
Did that work?
Let's see. Yes, I'm able to share my screen with you guys. So here we go. As you guys can see that I'm using this tool called Canva, which I absolutely love. I love this tool. I create all my presentations here. We'll start with grow your business, build your tribe with YouTube. And throughout the conversation, when I really talk about YouTube, I am talking about online video as a whole, not just YouTube, because I want you guys to think about making videos for YouTube. Facebook is not a video platform. Instagram is not a video platform. Twitter is not a video platform. LinkedIn is not a video platform. YouTube is a video platform. But what I want you guys to also think about is content repurpose, which means every time I talk about YouTube, I'm saying that video should also be repurposed on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere else where it would make sense. And it's a very simple process. Simply post the video on YouTube and copy and paste it in all the other platforms as well. So that way you can leverage all of your platforms. We'll get into why you need to think about YouTube as a video platform. When you think video, you think YouTube. We'll start this presentation with the introduction. The focus topic for today, of course, is how to use YouTube for your business. In the end, if possible, we'll take some. Tracy has a time check. How much time do we have approximately?
I think I put this for 2 hours. It's okay. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should definitely be way within time. We'll start with who I am. I'm an ex-IT guy. I was an IT salesperson. I was the sales director with Canada's largest software company, which has 40,000 people. I worked with them for almost 10 to 12 years. I quit my job last year, and the first time I noticed that my YouTube ad revenue income has surpassed my full-time employment income. I started thinking, why am I even doing a job? In the next few months, I started noticing myself disliking my job because it's taking my time away from my passion project, which was YouTube. And then 3 months later, after discussing with all people close to me, and it was very hard for them to agree and believe what I'm trying to say, but I decided to quit my full-time job and creator now. My main channel, I have 2 YouTube channels, or I have 2 brands that I'm trying to grow. The first one is called the Sabby BG Show. Sabby BG Show, it's sort of like a variety show where I do a lot of fun stuff, a lot of street interviews. I do a lot of celebrity interviews. I do a lot of big YouTubers, their interviews. So it helps me connect with people that I would have never, ever imagined I could have connected with. But again, this channel has also allowed me to do this full time, have a passive income, and just enjoy, like wake up every day feeling absolutely amazing. I haven't felt that before I started doing YouTube full time. Anyways, I have 265,000 subscribers on this channel, over 100 million views, and we do almost 1 million views a month. So it's a very fast growing channel as well. I have a team of almost 30 people now working with me with this channel. So I'm at a point where I'm able to really scale up what I do. When I quit my job last year, I remember I used to talk to my wife about YouTube quite a lot, and I noticed that she said, I noticed that she listens to me, but at some point, you can't just keep talking about your hobby, your passion with someone else who's not really into it all day long. So I needed to find a like-minded group of people that I can talk to about YouTube or online video. So I started a meetup group called Republic of Creators, which is also almost 1,000 creators strong now. Republic of Creators has evolved from just being a meetup group to now being a complete ecosystem of resources helping businesses leverage YouTube and online video, helping creators grow their audience, grow their tribe, grow their following, The way I do that is by interviewing some top YouTube or content creators and businesses that are using YouTube to grow their businesses. And I share their golden pieces of nuggets with my audience on Republic of Creators. Essentially, I do a podcast interview. It's a video interview, so the audio goes on podcast, the video goes on to all different platforms, including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So the pieces of that, video pieces of that audio interview goes on to all different platforms. That way I'm able to also use something called the Gary Vee model, which is I simply do a 40-minute interview and I get 75 pieces of content from that. So I'm able to do that. Within no time, I have a pretty big YouTube channel now with the Republic of Creators as well. It's also a YouTube channel, so you can follow the YouTube channel here. You can join the meetup group, and of course, avail all the other resources here as well. Let me move on to the focus topic today, which is video marketing. And this is the quote that I really, really, truly believe in, not because I do video marketing or I make videos, but this has really helped me more than any pictures or text I've used in the past. Video marketing is now marketing. If you're not using video for your marketing, then you're really missing out on a big way of engaging your audience, building your tribe, selling more of your products and services, building that know, like, and trust factor with your clients, finding new leads, and all the other stuff. Yes, text is good, and audio is good, but I feel video, the way video can help you engage with your audience, with your tribe, it really, it has no comparison. Video marketing is now marketing. We'll talk about why is it important today. And again, just a reminder, I am not talking just about YouTube. I can do a completely other session on how do you rank your videos on YouTube, and reminding you guys YouTube is a search engine and that's why you should post videos there. But I'm talking about online video as a whole. Again, the reason YouTube is up big up there is because of, and I'll explain this to you guys really quick. YouTube is where you're gonna post a video and you will find people searching for topics and find your video or your product or service and buy from you. So you bring in organic new leads from outside that do not know you. Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram are platforms where you're connected to an existing group of people. You're already connected. So it's good for you to share that information with your existing connections, to keep reminding them you exist, to keep kind of like staying in touch with them. So that is why YouTube and Google is a search engine, and all these other platforms are basically, once you bring traffic from these search engines to these platforms, now you can stay connected with these people better. So when you make a video, post it on YouTube, which will bring new people, but then you also post that video for your existing audience on Facebook video, LinkedIn, and Instagram or IG. We're gonna now talk about why video marketing is important. I'm gonna go through sort of different points, different ideas as to why I think and how I think video marketing, why video marketing is really important. We're gonna dig deeper into that. The most important reason why YouTube as a platform is important, or you making videos, again, I'm saying that you're thinking about YouTube first off. YouTube is the second largest search engine. It's not simply a website, it's a search engine. YouTube's user friendliness combined with popularity, it makes the second largest search engine. 3 billion searches per month. Now, you may think, okay, how 3 billion, 5 billion, how does it matter? You will have to experience it to know how it matters. I create content that people are searching for. I title it appropriately and rank my videos. And that's the difference between a video that gets 5 views versus 5,000 views or 5 million views, is how you rank on the platform. But you can really harness, if you do all the steps correct, you can really harness the power of search. Because if somebody's searching for how to buy a house in Canada, how to buy CMOS, how to clean up my skin, and your video ends up on page 1, you're looking at millions of views. And if you have a product, even if you convert 0.1% of that and you have a product that's $10, that's almost $100,000 from one video. One of my friends has this company where he makes this helmet with lights. He started posting videos on how to look cooler riding a bike, helmet, how to put lights on helmet, lots of other videos. They were In the beginning, they were only using Instagram, which did get them business. They were posting pictures. 8 months ago, he went on YouTube. One of his videos went viral with almost 277,000 views. Within 2 weeks, $1 million in revenue. They were probably from Instagram. They were doing somewhere around $40,000 to $50,000 a year, or that's what they made with one video. There was so much sales from that one video that they made $1 million in 1 week. Ask somebody like that the power of a search engine. So it's the second largest search engine, and if you have a product or service to sell, you think about what your audience is typing. What could, if you're a real estate agent, make a video on condo versus townhouse. Make a video on where should I buy a house in Toronto versus suburbs, or whatever city you live in. Best neighborhoods in the city that you live in. People are searching for that kind of content. If you're a lawyer, how much can I drink if I'm driving? I'm a Canadian, so we have a G1 sort of. So G is where you can drink maybe 1 bottle of beer. So you need to be a lawyer who's making videos exactly what your audience could be searching for. If you're an HR consultant, think about what your audience could be searching for and make videos with those titles so that you can, and there's a bunch of other things. That's a whole complete different discussion on how you SEO, but that's the first step, that you want to appear as a search result to your viewers, to your target audience searching for something on YouTube. This is something I feel that even though my main channel is an entertainment channel, but if I did not use this capability, I would not be sitting at 265,000 subscribers. I would probably be sitting at maybe 10 or 15,000. That's the difference between using the search right or not understanding how search on YouTube works. So again, the topic here is why video, why YouTube? It's because you organically bring traffic. You're not shoving your videos off of your network. You're bringing organic leads, organic people, organic audience that is interested in that topic that you talk about or the service you sell. Second important reason to be on YouTube. Now this again differentiates YouTube from other platforms. Now this conversation is not YouTube versus Facebook. I use all of them. I harness all of them. But if we talk about video, as I again said, think about YouTube. The reason YouTube is awesome because it's free. You're using the search capabilities. If you make a website, if it's the same concept when you were writing blogs. When you were writing blogs, people were searching for those blogs or something on Google, and your blog would appear. Your website would appear in the search result. It's the same thing with YouTube as well. I see myself searching for almost everything on YouTube now. Almost everything, except for if I'm looking for a shop or something in my region. If I'm looking in my region, because then YouTube may not, I cannot find restaurant close to my house, and YouTube really would not know what are you talking about. But otherwise, I see myself typing or searching for everything on YouTube. So actually, just yesterday I was searching for, I remember I want my wife to agree to buy me a drone on my birthday next time. And I was actually typing, how do you get your wife to agree to buy you anything you want? And I was searching, and there was so many videos on that topic. There was marriage counselors that were talking about that topic. There were dating gurus that were talking about that topic. But anyways, it's a free platform. Unlike TV, radio, you're not paying anything. You make a video, people are searching for. If your video is good, if you have a good thumbnail, if it's a topic, if you have audience retention, YouTube's gonna put you on page one, and it's gonna crown you with that page one. So there's no cost. Free distribution. It's a free distribution platform, and that is amazing thing about social media, where now everybody has a voice. With video, we were still, tied to TVs, and if I want to be a movie star, 15 years ago, the only way for me was to learn acting, go to schools, and keep going for auditions. Now there's an extra way. If you want to be a movie star, start making YouTube videos, get a big following, and you will start having people, and then when you go to an audition, imagine where you say, hey, I have 5 million followers as well. They would want you because you're going to promote the hell out of that movie on your platform. There's a reason why Netflix India, which is the Indian version of Netflix, they are reaching out to me. They want to do a show with me. Hotstar is one of the largest online TV stations in India as well. They're speaking with me as well. It's because they see that I have a following. So if they get me to do a show for them, they know that they will get promotion as well. Not that they need promotion. I think that I'm creating really cool late, which no other person of my color is doing on YouTube. So it's a very unique thing. But at the same time, they also want to work with me because they see that I have 265,000 followers and they can get some advantage of it. It's quick. You post a video, you start getting results today. You're not waiting for 5 days, 5 months. You start seeing comments and people especially if your channel starts gaining 1,000, 1,500 subscribers. It's just so amazing waking up, seeing that you've built new fans and you have new followers and people are saying you've changed their life, and it's just absolutely amazing. We'll get to that reason in a second, engagement. But coming back to the topic, again, it is quick, it's search-based, no ads required. It's an absolutely free platform, and others as well. But on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, if you want to promote something, you got to pay. There's advertising. They're amazing platforms in helping you if you have a group. That's why YouTube doesn't have a group. It's a group because that's network, and YouTube is not a network. It's free here. On the other platform, it's not really free. Content is not just flowing out free to millions of people. Optimize your website up to 5,000%. I'm saying up to, I'm not saying that it will happen 5,000%, but if you go on Google today, not even on YouTube, you go on Google and you search for, let's say if you search for any topic, any big topic, where to buy a house in Canada or in US, or the cheapest car I can buy, whatever you want to try, you will see video results appear first. YouTube is really, or Google is really optimizing videos. If you have a website and you have videos embedded on the social page of your website, then your website is going to get promoted first before any website that has no videos as well. I'm not necessarily going to happen all the time, but if you're doing everything correct and your video has a website, your website has videos, it's going to just help you even more, because YouTube is looking at that when somebody goes on your website, on that page, they stay for like 8 minutes and they're consuming video content on YouTube embedded on your Google website. So now YouTube is also making more money, and they're the same company, because they're running ads on the blog posted on the video on your website. So it naturally, YouTube is a business, Google is a business, they naturally want to promote something that's just doing well, but that makes them more money. This is one of my clients. It's a real estate brokerage, and you'll see this is their social page. This is their video. It's funny that their Facebook posts are not even showing, they're broken. But anyways, this is a YouTube video and this is a YouTube video. They're actually posting videos in their feed, and they're gaining massive traction on their website because of this YouTube, because of the YouTube videos. So use your videos. Maybe when you make the YouTube videos, embed them on your website, and your website's gonna love that. It's like a second website. YouTube is like a second website as well. YouTube is a very cool platform. The way it looks when somebody goes on your homepage, it looks like a nice repository of like 30, 40 videos with branded thumbnails. This is another client of mine, Christine Newman. You will see this is screenshots from her homepage. You can see that she's pointing, she's talking while she's pointing at her phone number. And this is the screenshot of the playlist right under her video. You will see this is the video which is saying taking the stress of your new home, taking the stress out of your new address. That's her slogan. And this video is her introduction video. Then whenever somebody goes on her channel for the first time, this video starts playing automatically. I don't even have a website. I have a big business, I have a big channel. I don't need a website. YouTube, my YouTube channel is the best place I want to land people to, not on my website. Why page when I can send them to a page where instantly my video starts playing, and where I am saying, guys, watch hundreds of more of my videos. Like give me more engagement. So it's not that you don't need to have a website. I think one day I will build it, but I don't need it. I'm getting all my clients from my YouTube channel and sharing those YouTube channels on my LinkedIn as well. A lot of businesses coming from there as well, because that's where you meet business people. So or serious buyers. So, but YouTube is like your second website. It explains in a much better, in a much engaging way as to who you are, what you do. If somebody goes on your YouTube channel page, the first thing they see on top is your banner. If you have a shop, if you have a shop where you sell shoes, or if you're a shoe company, whatever you are, if you're a sushi company, whatever you are, on your banner, it clearly says what you do, and your video starts playing. What an amazing way of telling an audience, hey, what you do, or what your company's about, what your vision is, why they should stay with you, why websites don't even let you subscribe. You can't really subscribe to a website. Yes, you can subscribe to the newsletter if you have one, but if people like your video right away, they're going to click on subscribe. So it's like, I personally feel it's like a better website. But I'm not saying stop, don't make website. I think you should have both and embed the videos there, because they have both. They both have different purposes. But I want you to think of your YouTube channel, the outlook of it, like a nice little website. Build your tribe. I don't need to really, I mean, I can talk about this hours and hours and hours, because this is probably one of the most fulfilling things I see from YouTube, both on my entertainment channel and on the channel where I coach businesses how to leverage YouTube. I'm building my tribe. I'm building, without even talking to these people, without even going to networking sessions and spending hours in networking and meeting with people. Not that I'm saying those are not important, but can I also make videos and put it out there so that thousands and millions of people can see those videos, and without even me knowing, when I get up, I get hundreds of comments on my videos saying, I love you, oh my God, you made me laugh, you did this, you did that. It's just absolutely amazing, to a point where I'm concerned now that I don't pay them enough attention. I've stopped being as grateful as I was when I was getting my first few comments. If you go to any of my videos on my channel and start looking at the comments, and there's something about YouTube, because it's people that don't know you, people do write a lot of positive comments, and they want your attention. They want the creator's attention. So they will start like saying stuff like, I love you the most. You're the, some people even call me very, very good looking. And clearly that's when I know that they're just BSing. They just want my attention. But my point here is that you're building your tribe. That's your tribe. You can use different ways. I mean, I use my tribe to now sell my services to businesses because it's a proof of concept for me. I show them how I've built my own audience and how I'm able to leverage it. And this is this is what I can help you with as well. So the way I'm building my tribe, it's helping me so many ways. But for a business, you post a video, you're building what they call as a KLT, the know, like, and trust. Without even you spending any minute with thousands of people, you don't even know that you're engaging with them. One of my clients, he's actually funny, he's actually live right now as we speak, because I noticed that he went live. I did a podcast interview with him a couple of weeks ago, which I'm going to be posting on my channel, Republic of Creators. I asked him, I said, hey, you've been doing YouTube before you started coaching with me. How has this been helping you? And he said, well, I sell 50 houses a year just from my YouTube channel. I'm like, 50? A lot of real estate agents don't even sell 15 to 20 houses a year. And I asked him, so, okay, how's like these 50 clients different from the others you get? He's like, when they call me, they actually have to sell to me why they want to do business with me. He's like, I don't ask them, but I can see the excitement. They're like, Addy, we saw your channel, man, you've got, 50, 60 videos there. Wow, you're doing such a great job. I'm looking to sell my house in the Windsor area. Can you help? They're like, they're already sold. I don't have to do anything. The whole KLP is already built. And then I asked him, I'm like, okay, when you meet clients who are not coming from YouTube, what do you do with them? He's like, I sneak in my YouTube channel somehow. I say, hey, by the way, this thing, that the credit thing you're talking about, I have a video about it. I'll share it with you over text. The next thing, the prospects coming from other sources also now see my channel, and they text me back saying, oh my God, you're like some kind of celebrity there. He only has a subscribers, but he started building his tribe, and he made $500,000 last year, and he cannot thank how like YouTube or the fact that he started on online video for what's happening in his life. He's a new immigrant in Canada, and he's like, $500,000 I made last year. And he's like, not only it's helping me make money and sell more homes, He's like, but when I'm walking in Windsor, Ontario, people are waving at me from cars. It's not a very big city. He's like, everybody knows me here now. He's like, now I'm getting sponsorship deals as well. Where sponsors who also want to attract home buyers and sellers, like staging companies, or one of my clients is actually somebody, she walks on the streets and she all she does is record with a GoPro. She just records on the street. That's all she does. And her channel is kicking off. She's now becoming well known. Now she's just walking all over Ontario. She's getting sponsorship deals, all that. I mean, by doing what? Just walking on the street, but because she has built a tribe. Today it is, you believe me or not, but it is social media followers is a currency. Everybody's creating content today. Without even you knowing, when you post pictures on Instagram, you're a content creator. It's a creator economy. And how big your following is, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately in some cases, but unfortunately, you are being judged by the number of following you have. It is just so true. If you talk big things and you have 200 subscribers on your channel, you know, I don't think there's any small creator, but the YouTuber itself starts getting a little embarrassed. And I've seen people, they're like, yeah, I have this, I have that. Yeah, my subscribers are low, but I'm like, I never asked you about your subscribers. That's fine. That's a different game as to how do you increase your subscribers. That's a different topic altogether. But it's unfortunate that social media, number of social media followers is currency today. It is a currency. Anyways, so building a tribe, I think I overtalked this section. Another important reason why I feel YouTube for video is the key, the most important platform, is because of the engagement you get on YouTube. Again, YouTube is a video platform, as simple as that. And that's why when it comes to the engagement, it's the best on YouTube. If you look at it, the green, the YouTube average time on site, people when watching videos, or in general, they're spending the most time on YouTube. Second on Google, then LinkedIn. Average page visits, people are visiting. When I'm on YouTube, literally, I feel that that's why YouTube has introduced how many hours you watch in a day, because it's their social responsibility to tell people, hey, you've been on our website for 9 hours now. And you're finished. They cannot track how many packs of chips you've finished. Otherwise, they'll tell you that too. But people and just like watching videos and videos and videos and videos, and that's why you see so much engagement. For business owners, yes, you know, we should care about, you know, how people are ruining their lives watching YouTube all day long, not being productive. But as a business, don't be consumer, be a creator. I mean, I watch videos sometimes, but I watch very important videos, and I also even feel those important videos is the same self-help thing I'm taking every day. I know it all. I need to create more than consume more. So start creating so that you can leverage it to your advantage. It's got the best engagement. Average page visit is the highest. So as compared to other platforms, it has the highest engagement. And in general, video provides 30 times more engagement as compared to images or text. So if text can speak 10 words, images maybe speak 500, then videos can speak 5,000, because it's a moving, it's talking thing. Somebody's not just looking at, somebody looks at the image and goes seconds, but now they're listening to you for 5 minutes. And you're able to say so much more with emotion, with this, with that. You know, you can rant, and I mean, it has to. It's common sense. It'll have more engagement than a picture. It's the most popular as well. Amongst all the different platforms, Facebook and YouTube continue to be the most widely used online platform amongst US adults. As a business owner, 99% of the business owners that I speak with, they're like, no, we are on Facebook, yeah. And it's cool because Facebook is helping them, but YouTube is, if not, if not much higher engagement than Facebook or Pinterest or LinkedIn, it's almost there. It's one of the top platforms. So if you're creating videos, again, you create it for both Facebook and YouTube. It's the same one video that you're posting in both the places, but by SEOing it for, you will gain millions of views from YouTube and then post the same video on Facebook, which you're doing anyways. So if you're missing out on YouTube, you're missing out on the #1 platform when it comes to where people are spending time on today. And Facebook has done a good job. You can see that it was actually down, but it brought itself up with coming up with groups and marketplace. Facebook recently has come up with things that people are again using. Otherwise, Facebook was really dying. People were not just going on Facebook to check on their friends. It was not happening as much as it was happening in 09, 010, around that time. So it is the most popular platform, and you must be, as a business owner, you must be on YouTube. Simple reason why you need to be on YouTube as well, or you need to have content there, be top of mind always. Every time you post a video, your subscribers get a reminder. So if you are not able to build that, just one video, that person subscribing, and now over the course of next 10 videos, you're just doing your job. You're posting your video on your channel, but you've reached out to that one person 10 times with that bell icon telling them, hey, you know, Tracy posted a new video. Oh, I should go check it out. And you're just without even knocking on their doors again and again, or following up with them again and again, it's just automatically happening. It's a very cool way to just remind your audience, remind your followers, your prospects, you still exist. This is kind of like common, and I think everywhere. I mean, it's not a YouTube thing only. If you post on Instagram, Facebook, they do a good job in sending a notification to your connections. The good thing about YouTube is that even if somebody doesn't subscribe, they will still get a notification if they watch a lot of your content, but they're not subscribed yet. So they still get like your video like prompted to them. So it's just like any other platform, creating content, be top of mind always. Evergreen content. Now this is by far the most important reason, why I think businesses must be on YouTube. It's evergreen content. When you post something on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or anything, it's time-lapsed. You post something today, unless you put it in the future, it keeps going down. Your new stuff keeps coming up, it keeps going down. So what's happening with YouTube, because it's a search engine, if I go, see, I've typed how to get my taxes done. The first video that appeared as a search result is a 1-year-old video. The second one is 8 months. Look at the third one. It's a 6-year-old video. What that means is that how to adult, that's the name of the channel. The video they created 6 years ago, today, even when somebody searches for that topic that they made, their video has an opportunity to be seen even today. That's not happening on any other platform. Once your video comes out, your content comes out, goes to your existing group of connections, and then it sort of like dies. I mean, nobody's really going down to see, oh, what did he or she posted 5 months ago? No. And nobody's searching. Those are not search engines. So that's why videos on YouTube, only YouTube, remain forever. It's like Google, again, the same thing as Google, because they're search engines. When you type something on Google, the blog post that is doing the best, that's the best result, could be a 10-year-old blog post, but it'll still appear #1 if it's the best blog post. The one that Google algorithms understand has the best engagement, has the best viewership, whatnot. So your videos are evergreen. They can be found forever. So don't let your content die. You've worked hard for it. You've spent money on it. In most cases, if you've outsourced your editing, let it live forever. And on my channel, if I show my analytics, I still get almost 60,000 views a day. And I'm being very honest. And I'll actually, as a matter of fact, if I go to my YouTube studio, I'll segue for a very, very quick second. Oops. Why it's asking me to log into my own channel? What did I do here? Okay, please allow me a second. This is something I don't do often, but I'm going to show. If I go to my analytics, in the last 48 hours, I have 56,000 views, as you can see clearly. I was being very honest. This is my views in the last 2 days. And you will see top videos. If I click here, where did my views come from? The most views came from this video, which was posted in 2018. The second number of 7,000 views in the last 2 days came from a video I posted when I started my channel. This was my third video. So I'm showing you a live example of, if I was posting this just on Facebook, I don't think this was getting the kind of traction it's getting on YouTube today. Anyways, I get very passionate about this point because this is such an important point for businesses. The best digital business card. And I've seen this so many times. When I had a real estate agent, I remember I pushed him to YouTube, and now he has a YouTube channel as well. Anytime somebody asks me, hey, who's your real estate agent? Who's your lawyer? Who's your this? Who's your that? I'm like, oh, it's not just John. I'm like, wait a second, let me share his YouTube channel with you. There's something about the way a nice YouTube channel looks like that unfortunately Facebook and some other platforms, they're also good. Facebook, if you have a lot of likes, if you're a public authority there, it does that too. But same with YouTube, I'm noticing that if you have videos, people want to share. Like if let's say I am a client of this realtor, I want to share his information with my friend. I normally see myself going and sharing the YouTube channel with my friend more often than the Facebook page or anything else. Because I want to brag about my realtor. Like, hey, my realtor is like this big YouTuber. Facebooker is still not a thing today. It's not like, because everybody's on Facebook, so it's become a common thing. Nothing against Facebook again. I continue to say, keep posting on Facebook, keep posting on Instagram. You got to use all platforms. But the cool thing about YouTube is that it becomes a digital business card. You don't need to hand over your cards. Tell your people that, hey, share my YouTube channel. You know, with people you're referring to. And just very simply, you can just share your channel. You know, this is just a little infographic. Hey, Jamie sent me your video. I really want to work with you. Oh, thanks a lot. Not even selling to them. I actually got a client yesterday only. As a matter of fact, this is so interesting that, Tracy, it's somebody you referred to me who became my client yesterday. So she's now my client. Actually, she's my paid client. So thank you. It just occurred to me while I'm talking to you. You shared, the great example, you shared probably information about me. Before she paid me, she looked at my YouTube channel. She looked, I'm a legit person. And then she went ahead and she did business with me.
Right.
So that's exactly what happened yesterday. She said, hey, Tracy sent me a video. I want to work with you. And I said, oh, thank you. This happened yesterday in my life. And coincidentally, funny enough, you and I were involved in this in a way. Okay. It's a great business card. Passive income. It's a simple formula. YouTube, when you post videos on YouTube, and now this is happening with Facebook and other platforms as well, that they're monetizing, but YouTube still is really good at ad revenue sharing. When you get to 1,000 subscribers, when you post videos, you get ad revenue. Let's say that's X amount. You normally, if you make X amount from ad revenue, you will make 4X. 4 times that amount normally. And again, don't quote me on these numbers. These are just approximate numbers. You'll make 4X from sponsorships. If I make $3,000 from ad revenue, then all my videos are sponsored videos. That means a big company is saying, Sabby, you have a big audience. Can you give us a shout out? I'm like, sure, I will charge $800 for that. So if I insert ads into my videos, I make more money. That's sponsorships and brand deals. You can normally make 4X from sponsorship and brand deals. If you have your own product to sell, honestly, you don't even have to think about ad revenue and sponsorship. That's because if you have your own product, a life coach, if you can sell your own courses, you're making videos about how do you do this, how do you do this, how do you do meditation, yoga. One of my friends, literally, she just talks about law of attraction. Now she has 150,000 subscribers. Her channel is called Synchro Shakti. She started 2 years ago, and now she's a millionaire because she's selling her courses that she just made while she's just posting, having fun on YouTube, just putting out her courses there. Because she has now a product that she's selling to people that are also interested in that topic, because that's what her channel is about. I remember even 2.5 years ago, she was actually a fan of me. She used to watch my channel. And I remember when she messaged me the first time, she was like, oh, I have 1,200 subscribers. I also make YouTube. I love your channel. And I looked at what she does. All she used to do was just sitting with like a really bad cell phone. She used to just talk about affirmations for herself. She used to be like, yeah, I said, you know, today I'm going to read this book and I'm walking You know, and whatever she was reading, she was just talking about that, because that's the best way you train yourself. You coach other people that what you want to get better at. And that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, because to create this presentation, well, this was created before, but to create this and to create many other presentations I do, almost every slide of this session, I take a deeper dive into different presentations. So I have to learn, and I end up learning some more than what I already know because I have to coach other people on this. So if you have your own product to sell, because these are people that you have a great know, like, and trust with, there's a very good opportunity that they will buy from you, and that's where you get to keep all the profit. You're not working with any brands that are paying you just $500 a video, or YouTube that's paying you just a little money and giving you 60% and keeping 40%, but it's not too much money. Like maybe a couple of $1,000, it's enough, I know. But you know, you're selling your own product, you want to be a millionaire using online videos, then you build your tribe. You don't even have to sell your services. People will just buy from you. People will just reach out to you saying, how can you help me, please? You're not even selling. Anyways, let's move on to, so it's passive income. All these three things are passive. You're not doing anything extra for that. You're just giving a shout out in your video. YouTube is paying you for ads that they're already putting on your videos, and your product, if you have courses, you have online things, you have products, online products, people will just come and buy that. You created them once and you're just selling them without even you knowing it. One of the important reasons, guys, why I think I do YouTube is to give back. One of my clients, she recently saw one of her videos went viral, and she's a real estate agent, and her videos were doing like maybe 100, 500, 1,000 views, all not. Her 11th video that we did together suddenly started blowing up, and she called me. I remember the very first thing in the morning. She's like, I wanted to call you all night long, but this one video is blowing up. I am so happy. I haven't been happier in my life. It's just because she was getting a lot of comments, and a lot of, you know, comments from people that don't know you are for some reason more fulfilling than comments from people you already know. It's because those are fans, those are friends, those are fans. Fans that didn't have to message you or leave a comment, but they did because they liked what you did, and now they're looking at you as an authority. So, you know, if you are a real estate agent, you're a lawyer, you're a business person, you're somebody that has walked on this earth for 30, 40 years, 50 years, and you have experience, give back. Just share your knowledge with others through video and help other people. I love it when that was a very happy day for me as well when my client said that to me, because I slept so well thinking, wow, I just did somebody. I mean, I get such comments. If you go to my comment section, you'll see thousands of comments. Like literally every other comment is, Sabby, I love you. So it's great that I'm making somebody feel good. But when I'm impacting somebody's business, and now she's getting calls from, she's in Ontario, Canada, and she's getting calls from Philadelphia from people or other cities. Oh, I want to buy a house. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't service your area. But anyways, my point is that, you know, it's just that, you know, you give back whatever you've learned. If you're a real estate agent, then give back that information that people need. Whether they buy from you or not, that's a separate thing. Whether you get ad revenue or not, that's a separate thing. Whether you get sponsorships and audience tribe, forget all of that. Just share that knowledge with people. Because people need that information. You're impacting somebody, make the right decision. I now have an intermittent fasting meetup group. But then when I started because I wanted to know about intermittent fasting. I only had 2 abs and I wanted 6 abs. So I was like, how do I get to 6 abs? And somebody said, I'm kidding. I have one big ab, which has reduced now, 30 pounds less. But in the beginning, I was like, how do I learn more about this? And I saw people talking about it on YouTube, and I think that changed my life because I follow a couple of people and then a podcast as well. And I listen every day, and I started working on it. And today I'm very happy that my gut health is amazing. So just give back. I didn't pay anything to that person who spoke on about that intermittent fasting. But whatever I learned, whatever I'm good at, if I'm learning intermittent fasting now, I started a meetup group on that. Also, because when you become a meetup organizer, whatever you pay, you get 3 groups. So I had an empty spot. Like I had to start a group. I was like, because I'm paying for anyway. That's another reason why I started that group. But I was like, okay, let me share with people and let me By doing that, I'm now gaining more. There's people that are joining that group who know more than me. I'm going to start a channel on this because I think it can be a pretty good money maker for me as well. If I start growing the intermittent fasting, it's a topic of interest. If people start joining, sponsors will start knocking on my doors within a few months because they know if the content is good, they know before I blow up and I start charging them thousands of dollars, grab me right now. So if you have a niche on YouTube and you start building a tribe, all kinds of good things will start happening. So just give back. You know, that should be your main goal. Just give back. The next slide, guys, I'm going to tell you, you want to know my top reason why I do what I do. Not just the business side of things, but also my own content. Tracy, can you tell me why, what could be my top reason why I think I do it? What do you think?
Well, I would think after what you just said, it's because of helping others.
That too, but if I take it, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. First of all, doing what I do. See, I would help others, but if I'm not, it's not fulfilling me. If I'm not enjoying doing this, I'll not do it.
It makes sense.
It's because I'm having fun helping others. It's because in this 1 hour, I'm able to get passionate and talk to people that are also interested in this topic and end up maybe changing a few lives that will start a YouTube channel today. And 5 years later, they're doing exactly what I'm doing and they're sitting on a multi-million. It's all that stuff is great, but I would not be doing it if it wasn't fun. If it was tedious for me, if it was, you would not bring me on this podcast if you didn't think that it would provide some kind of value.
Right.
So same thing, because I have something that can be of value is why you brought me on, is why it will help other people. But the reason I do this is because creating content and on YouTube, creating videos and and getting people to see it, people validating me, people sending me messages, emails. I occasionally get gifts from people. People send me some gifts from India. Like I have some fans in India and they'll send me a gift. And I'll be like, what is that? I mean, I didn't mean to do any of this. But, you know, and as I said, I mean, sometimes I'm concerned that I stop being grateful for what's happening. But it's just so much fun. It's so amazing. I love it. And some business people somewhere here say, yeah, you know, we don't want to be content creators, or we're not here to be YouTubers. And when I start working with my clients, I tell them this one thing, that you will end up becoming a YouTuber. It's a disclaimer, because you will end up becoming a YouTuber only, of course, because it's going to keep helping your business even more. You're going to go crazy about this because it's bringing more money for your business, with you having fun, with while you're building a tribe. So it's not just, again, YouTube, but any sort of thing that you do that fulfills almost everything that a human feeling would want, like validation, you know, being seen, you know, getting to known by more people, and all that is also helping you make money and help other people, and it's fun. I mean, you know, my job was paying me, but was it fun? No, it wasn't fun. So I like it because it's a lot of fun. And that's one of my main reasons to, you know, keep creating content. Again, video marketing is now marketing. Take it seriously, start learning it. It's not too hard. You guys can, as some of you that are watching it, you guys can join the Republic, which means if you go to this link, linktree.ee/Republic of Creators, or if you just go on YouTube and type Republic of Creators, you can subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of cool interviews I've done with businesses that are using videos, so you will just learn from people that are doing it. You can join my meetup group. Go to meetup.com, join the Republic of Creators. And again, I have all these other resources. I have a podcast, Twitter, like everywhere. We post content geared to help you learn all of this. And if you'd like to talk to me as well, here's my phone number, my email, and you know, if you reach out to me on LinkedIn, so you can search with me with Sabby BG, you can book a free strategy session with me as well. I can kind of like give you a navigation on how you can begin, and then you can obviously start from there. I think thank you for that, and this was it. So Tracy, if you have any questions or anybody has sent you any questions, please ask out.
I'm not seeing that anybody has posted any. If anybody has any out there, please let us know. I wanted to ask you, so like you were talking about all the reasons why video, um, but like, do you suppose that the reason why video works so well among everything else that you said is because that the individuals can actually see a person and relate to them, like you and I talk, it's not like looking at a picture or looking at a statement. You can interact, and not necessarily interact because you can't do that on YouTube, but they can get the gist of your personality.
So great question. So Tracy, first of all, you can interact on YouTube. I tell my clients when I'm building a strategy session, a strategy for them, I say, if you can only make one video every 2 weeks, go live once a week. So now this way you have an extra content. So when you go live on YouTube, you can chat with your audience. And also, if you have a business YouTube page, you also, people are leaving comments on your videos. It could be a year later. So people are engaging there, but at the same time, yeah, they're not talking to you directly on one-on-one like we are. But the way I think the reason videos work best, it's because I think it's not just because you can see a person on video, it's but because that person on video is able to convey more, right? You're able to convey more than just a picture with what you want to say, the features of the product, the benefits of the product, talk about the competition. You're able to do so much more. You know, if you have an image, you can just say maybe 4 or 5 things. That's why copywriting is so important, because the text needs to be very well written. Right? On a video, if it's a 10-minute video, I can just cover so many different topics. I can have emotions, I can have feelings, I can, people obviously, and as you said, people can relate to you because you're a talking person. So it speaks just a little bit more than pictures, images, text, or anything. But I think it's predominantly because you're spending more time with the piece of content. So any platform would reward you for that, because you're keeping that person onto that page for much longer. So you're getting rewarded more by the platform, but also from the point of you being able to express more and build a better connection and explain more, is I think also why videos would work better for you. It may work against for you as well. If you have a horrible video you've made and you've kind of like destroyed the whole purpose of what you're talking about in the video, then it actually may work against you. As one wrong thing you say on your video can affect you, right, in a negative way.
So do you have any tips on what not to do? Like what you
not really. You know, when I go on YouTube, I mean, obviously, see, on a platform like YouTube or really any other platform, you should stay within the terms and conditions of the platform. So on YouTube, I'll give you an example. A friend of mine had a big channel, very big channel, like almost 500,000 subscribers that he grew within a year. He doesn't really care like this. His channel got deleted because he literally over the last few years, he's made over $10 million by selling his online courses. So he's now doing other businesses. He's invested, but his channel got deleted overnight because he was talking about how to go talk to women on the street, how to do this, how to pick people. He was talking about all this stuff that YouTube felt that it's not in accordance to our guidelines. He was talking a lot about manipulating people and a lot of other stuff. I mean, all that stuff, I'm guessing, helped men. The channel was about helping men be more confident with women at work, with all that kind of stuff. But it was a very gray area. You know, he was talking about stuff that YouTube didn't feel is right for all of our audience. So the channel got deleted overnight. There's a channel called InfoWars. It was a big channel by this guy, very popular channel, got deleted, gone, right? Because I mean, I'm taking an example of somebody who created his presence somewhere else. Now he has his presence somewhere else. People subscribe. So I'm guessing he still makes money. I forgot the name of the guy. He has a very harsh voice. But there's so many other channels that have 500, 600,000 subscribers, but they're talking about controversial topics, a lot of politics related, a lot of race, religion. And then that's something that you should maybe stay away from. But if you're a business channel, no, Joe, be authentic. You can even be, some people ask me, oh, it has to be professionally done. No, this video content that what we did, if you can send me the recording, I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. So it's value driven. These are not TV ads. This is all, if the content has value, people are very forgiving about the background, how it looks, how the image looks. So there's no suggestion on what not to do. There's suggestion on what to do, which is just do it. Doesn't matter, like, you know, how good of a background you, how good you speak. Just go ahead and share the knowledge that you have.
So you think by picking your niche, whatever that may be, is best, and then just putting it out there and sticking with the topic within that within that niche.
Correct. Yes. Some people say, again, some of my clients, for example, like one of my clients is he's a tax accountant, and he asked me, should I only make videos about tax? Sorry, I'll take an example. Another example. One of my clients is actually he's an insurance agent, and he asked me, should I only talk about insurance all day long? I'm like, do you only sell insurance? He's like, no, as a part of my company, I also talk about how do you manage your finances, financial health, this and that. You know, it's not just about get an insurance. So I'm like, okay, then don't make your channel about just insurance. Make your channel about helping people with improving their financial health. Big segment of it. But what's important, if on that channel he goes and starts talking about isogenics and how to reduce weight using that, then now that's contradictory.
Right.
If people you can talk about a few different things or a few different ideas, but you have to make sure that you have narrowed down your audience, that you have a great idea of who the target persona is. They need to be interested in both the topics then. If it's about working out, yes, you can talk about food as well, healthy food. But if it's about fitness, if the channel is about fitness and you're also talking about, let's say, you know, how to catch a fish, no, now that's completely unrelated. And you're untraining people that subscribe to your channel. The next video that comes, when they say it's not related to what they subscribe to you for, you're untraining into, you're training them into thinking that your channel is not just about this, and they will not watch that video. And YouTube will understand that, hey, that John is not watching videos. That means let me not promote John any more videos by Tracy anymore. Like, this is not relevant. So yes, it needs to be, the more focused you can be, and usually I tell people to be 3 levels deep. If, let's say, Tracy, can you talk about, let's say, what do you do for work?
I'm a relationship marketing consultant.
Okay, so let's say
as well as, and I want to ask you this too, because I'm sure there's multiple people out there with multiple income streams. So like, I am also an artist, so I sell art, but that really, I mean, what would you suggest in that for that?
Great question. So first of all, let's say if you're a marketing consultant, right? If you want to do a YouTube channel, you may not want to go 3 levels deep, but let's say going 2 levels deep. You're a marketing consultant. Is it for businesses, small businesses, big businesses? That and then are you marketing consultant for small businesses that are in IT? Let's say if you can do that. I'm not saying that you have to focus on only IT companies that are startups, but let's say if you can do that, and if it's a big pond, imagine if you're going in with that idea, hey, I only do marketing consulting with IT companies that are startups. Chances are each of that IT company would want to work with you. But if you go in saying, I'm just a marketing consultant, then there's millions of marketing consultants out there, and the company is not going to know exactly if you're the right fit for their business or not. My point with that was, same thing with YouTube. If you can go a couple of levels deep and tell your audience what your channel is all about, then you're absolutely going to get that person to subscribe who's there for that thing.
Right.
To answer your second question, if you are, let's say, doing marketing consulting and you're doing art, yes, they're not related. And if you're not able to find any relation, start a second channel. What you got to do is heavily promote crossover. You can make some videos in there on your marketing channel saying, by the way, as you know, you keep bringing it up that I'm an artist as well. You know, I do this as well. So your audience that really loves you will support you by buying your art as well. But they're there for the value you give them around marketing, right? But at the same point, you should have your different art channel. If you're talking about how to do painting, how to do this, that's a separate channel. And you keep promoting each other, like you give shout out to each other, to this audience. If you're also interested in art, I have another channel, go there. And then what you also do is things like on a YouTube homepage, you can add, if you have other channels, you can add links and you can say, look at my second channel. So if you have more channels, then on your homepage, you can order all the channels on the other. So you can kind of like your subscribers will see that you have other channels too.
Okay.
But if you have the same, if you're putting, if half of your videos are marketing consulting, half are art, it's really, it's working really against your audience.
Perfect. Perfect. I know there's a lot of people out there that have multiple streams, so I'm sure that's a really helpful question for a lot. What else? How long did it take you? Used it, what, like 2 years to get your 250,000 subscribers?
Yeah, 2.5 years. Yeah.
So,
In between, I mean, I was inactive for so many times as well. Like, I mean, there was a time, 6 months I was inactive.
how much time do you think, like a beginner, how much as a beginner using YouTube to?
So great question. As a
How long,
beginner,
how much time a week or a day or a month, or how do you?
you know that there's no perfect answer for this.
Are you still there?
Question, right? Because it really depends on people that are they're going to promote more of people that are creating more content, that are more. I think I was unstable there for a second. Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're back.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that obviously they're going to promote somebody that is creating more content than someone that's creating less content. But also they're going to promote somebody that's creating better content than somebody just that is somebody that than somebody that's uploading completely garbage, right? If you're posting a video where nobody's engaging, you have no clear format, you have no clear message, nobody's watching, you can post a video every day, it's not gonna grow your audience. But if you have a good channel, one of my friends, I did a podcast with him, and if you go to Republic of Creators, that's the last video I posted. 25 videos he's made. He's a teacher. He couldn't go to work in Jan. He said, what should I do? He said, let me start a YouTube channel. What YouTube channel should I make? He likes to cook. He made a cooking channel. The channel is called Tasting History with Max Miller. I was about to say 250,000. Today, he's at 330,000 subscribers with 25 videos in 5 months. He's posted just 1 or 2 videos every couple of weeks. And actually in the first 3 months, he didn't even post anything. Now he's posting a lot because he's like, man,
So
331,000 videos of subscribers with 25 videos.
That's crazy.
Well, my point here is that if a video is done well and YouTube is seeing that people are staying on the video, people are clicking on the thumbnail, then you can be creating even 1 video a month. Even that is okay. But if I have to give this answer to, now these are outliers, right? The absolute garbage content or really good content. Let's talk about a commoner, like a business person, a marketing consultant, an HR consultant, somebody that's like, okay, I'm going to make videos. How much should I make? Ideally, make 1 video a week, like properly, like edited, and just go live once a week as well. That way, if you cannot create 2 videos a week, you have increased the number of videos from 1 to 2. And if you have Facebook and all that stuff as well, like for example, Tracy, you can use something like StreamYard or Restream, and you may have already be, because I think you're live on Facebook today while we're in a Zoom. So you can also go live on your Facebook, but it's actually also live on your YouTube, right? So that's an extra video for your YouTube channel as well. So, but ideally create 1 piece of properly SEO'd content. Like let's say if you're targeting companies that are looking for help with marketing, think about what they're typing on the search bar. If they're typing, how to do best ways to do marketing for small businesses, then your video should be titled that. You should be saying that in your speech. It should be in your tags many times. It should include all the 10, 15 best practices so your video is ranked for that topic. What I'm saying is that make that 1 piece of content talking to your target audience at least. one video a week.
So the tagging is very important.
It's a game changer. If you don't know, if you can, yeah, if you don't know how to tag properly, if you're not using tags, the right tags, that I think if I did not know how to SEO my videos, I would be sitting somewhere at maybe 10 to 15,000 subscribers as compared to 250. It's that important.
So how do you figure that out?
It's a whole hour-long session.
Okay. Okay.
It's an hour-long session on how do you rank your videos. Yeah, but it's a 5-step process, and it's very cool. Once you know it, you get competitive advantage over almost everybody in your niche.
Sweet. All right. I think that's about it. Content repurposing, that was just making content and putting it on multiple platforms, correct?
Yes. So ideally, what I do, and again, you may have your own content repurpose strategy, but what I do is when I make a video, I post it on YouTube, and I take the link of that YouTube video and I post it on my Facebook.
Right.
When you post the link on your Facebook of a YouTube video, it appears as a proper video.
Right.
The good thing with that is not only your Facebook audience gets to watch that video, but on YouTube you get an extra view because it's still the YouTube video being played. So for YouTube, it's still like a view, and for YouTube, it's still an engagement, but your Facebook audience get. Same thing with LinkedIn. I'll take a link and I will post it on LinkedIn as well. Just the link. I go a step further, Tracy, and I'm not suggesting everybody does that unless you have a lot of time. I don't do any job. I have a lot of time in hand sometimes, so I do this. But I also 5 days later, I also natively upload the same video on LinkedIn and Facebook as well. What I mean by that is I upload it because Facebook and LinkedIn don't really like the fact that you're adding links from YouTube. They're like, why are you not posting this video on our platform?
Right.
Bro. They're like, why YouTube? They're like, you're taking audience, because when you click on the YouTube link, and you like that video, you click on this again and the YouTube channel opens up.
Yeah.
So Facebook doesn't really like it. So what I also do is the same video, I just upload as is, it's a Facebook video on Facebook as well. So I do both. But the reason I post the link of the YouTube video the same day, the same moment on my other platforms is because it brings view to YouTube. And just like any other platform, YouTube also really carefully monitors the first 24-hour engagement on your video. So you want the most views on your YouTube first day, and then 5 days later, you post it on other platforms like a native video. That's what I do.
Any tips on making your videos better?
Yes, make more and more and more videos, and you'll find your own way to find how you can improve upon the videos. But yes, YouTube videos has a format. So because I continue to say make videos for YouTube and on mine, a YouTube video has a very clear, precise format. And if you go to youtube.com, which is a search engine, and you type, how do I make YouTube, what is the YouTube format? You will see a video by a guy called, you'll see thousands of videos, but one of my favorites is by Primal Branding. It's the top video that appears, and he talks about the format of the video. Your format of the video should start with a hook. Let's say if you're a marketing consultant, Tracy, and your video is about how can small businesses use video marketing, let's say, then your YouTube video should look like this. You should go on and say, are you a small business that is trying to understand how can your business use video marketing? Are you a business that is that does all kinds of marketing but has not started video marketing and you want to know how to do it? Well, if you are, then make sure you watch this video, because in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 ways that as a small business, you can use video marketing to your advantage. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to keep giving you content. Because on this channel, I'm going to tell you all about video marketing or growing your business about marketing. So let's go and the video. That's your hook. You don't start with, my name is Tracy. Nobody cares about Sabby and Tracy right now, especially the people that are coming to our channels for the first time. They care, but they were interested in that topic. That's it. So you start with the hook. And also YouTube is listening. It listens to what you are saying. So it ranks videos higher, the ones where you say the tag right away. If you don't use the tag anywhere in the video, YouTube knows, okay, this is a clickbait video. He or she never even said that term in the video that she's trying to rank for. So anyways, that's a pro tip. Coming back to, so that's a hook. After the hook, there should be a little intro, like a nice little 3-second, like a nice flying thing coming in, you know, like a music. And you can go on Fiverr.com or Upwork or Freelancer and get that designed for $5. Get a little logo flying in that's a little intro. And then starts your content. In your content, you're gonna say something like this. You start always with your name. Hi, my name is Tracy. This is what I do. As I said in this video, I'm gonna tell you 5 ways to use video marketing for your business. And make sure you stay till the end because I'm gonna give you a 6th bonus tip. But so that way you keep people till the end. Audience retention on YouTube is very important. If your video is not retaining 50% of the audience, then the video is gonna die a very sad death. But if your video is doing 60-70% retention, it's going to give you a crown and it's going to say, Tracy, your video will be on page 1 forever and it'll get you 80,000 views every day and $10 million a year. So that's why audience retention is important. So your content is where you start giving the content, and your outro should be 20 seconds only. Because I don't know if you know, but on YouTube videos, when you're watching, suddenly you notice in the end, some extra boxes appear in the end of the video. Those are called end cards. And they can only be added in the last 20 seconds. So your outro needs to be timed, where you're saying something like, you're not starting with, thank you for watching the video. Oh my God, it was so awesome. You watched a 5-minute video of mine. People will go as soon as you say the word thank you. So you always start your, let's say you finish giving your 5th point. You right away after that, you finish your video pretty abruptly, as if people don't even know video has finished. So you finished your 5th point, suddenly you appear again and you say, hey, watch more of my content right here by clicking on these end cards right here. Or let's say if you have a series, if this was part 1 of your video marketing 5-video series, you're saying, well, that was video number 1. Click here to watch the video number 2. Then video number 2, you're adding click there to video number 3. You keep people in a series. So you're saying, watch more of my content right here. Again, I'm a marketing consultant in this area. If you'd like to work with me, my contact information is in the description box below. Call to action. Like, share, and subscribe if you like, blah, blah, blah. Call to action number 2. And in the end, you say, once again, this is Tracy. Thank you so much for watching my video. See you in the next video. All this should be within 20 seconds. So it's a format of a YouTube video. Your hook, nice logo flashing in intro, your content, which includes the bonus tip and an outro. And that's how you increase the engagement. Otherwise, 99% of the people, when I see their videos, the engagement goes like this. People, if let's say this is a graph, people join like this, and 99% of the people have dropped within the first 10 seconds because they couldn't. People have no time right now. If you don't tell them exactly how this video is going to help them, people have no time. Which includes me. You cannot tell me, if I want to sometimes watch how fish is being cut, if you don't see the first shot is you cutting the fish and you just start talking, I'm watching another video.
Right.
So I hope that was a long-winded answer, but that's sort of like.
It was good. It's good. There was a lot of valuable content here. Thank you.
Thank you. No problem, Tracy. I enjoy doing that. I absolutely enjoy doing this. And you know, as I mentioned, you know, I'm working with Claire now. So, I mean, that'll be pretty awesome. She has a pretty big niche. There's no competition in that niche. And we were talking in one of her videos, which said she's an image consultant. And a video, we were searching and we were looking for how big her niche is, how to dress up for Zoom calls. All these videos had 8-9 million views, and these videos were 3 months old because everybody's searching for it now. Suddenly the whole world has to be on Zoom, and people are searching how to dress up for Zoom calls.
Right.
So it's a gold mine video we picked, and I was like, you know, you've got to do this. Imagine 9 million people watching your video and 3,000 of them flooding your inbox with meeting invites. I mean, how much powerful can that be?
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But again, this is an outlier again. She has a topic that is highly searched and no competition right now.
Right.
Any other questions for me, Tracy?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Perfect. I
Maybe
think
okay, I'm brand new. What's the first thing I do?
brand new in terms of starting a YouTube channel, or you haven't made any videos for anything else?
Um, what's the first thing I do? I'm brand new. I want to start.
Well, the first thing you should do, usually when I work with my clients, what I do is I start them with the branding. What I mean by that is months later, clients figure out, my Facebook handle is 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 abc.xyz, or let's say take my name is Sabby BG, and my YouTube channel is called the Sabby BG Show, and my Twitter is Sabby_BG, and my Instagram is Sabby.BG. Oh my God. Now when I go on my videos, when I tell people to follow me, I have to tell them 4 different things. So the first thing I start with, I make sure that before we go even public, I say, let's go and get all the handles. And unless you get the handle, the same handle for all the major platforms, change your business name. Or add something like official in the beginning, or I am in the beginning, or something so that the handles are same. So that in your videos, you can just say, hey, by the way, if you want to follow me at Tracy_this, and everything is the same, right? But I think that's not what you were asking. If you've not made videos and you want to start making videos, I think the first step you need to do is buy a very expensive camera. I'm kidding. You don't have to buy any expensive camera. I think what you need to do is literally start. I mean, literally start a YouTube channel and think about what your audience could be searching for. What is their problem that you can solve, that you know that you can solve with the information, and say all the stuff that I'm saying. Honestly, Tracy, the SEO and the format, this is secondary. These are just best practices that, you know, if you do right, it helps you. But most importantly, it's you showing up. It's the people that are watching you still getting whatever your brain dump, your value, and you just start doing that. And don't give up. Make 8 to 10 videos. And the reason I was saying to even businesses that you'll end up becoming YouTube creators is because you really start thinking about it like more like a creator, less like a business person. Although the whole purpose of you still creating is to feed leads to your business, but I see my clients becoming more and more passionate with the creation side of things, because I think it has a lot to do with the validation people get as well.
Awesome.
But the first step is just start, and that's how you learn the most.
I appreciate
Or you can book a strategy session with me where we go exactly one-on-one, looking at what you do and what's the best video strategy for you.
Perfect. All right. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's pretty much it, Tracy. I think I've covered it all. I do have, for anybody listening to this that is interested in the art and science of video marketing, YouTube, as I said, I mean, I do have a meetup group called Republic of Creators. Every other week, I take a very if I can really quickly show this. This is, I'll go back to Canva, and these are some of the presentations that I did recently. So you will see YouTube homepage design that works. I did another one a few weeks ago called Making Money on YouTube. So every other week, I'm coaching, taking a deeper dive into one of the aspects of. I think the next one that I'm doing is on the importance of thumbnails and how do you improve your thumbnails. And the one after that, I think, is on camera confidence. So we dig deep into everything. So you can come join my meetup in case you want to know more, learn more about YouTube and how it can help you.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate you joining me today.
No, thank you, Tracy. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for all the other stuff that you've done for me as well,
Of course.
which has been quite a lot.
Of course,
Yes.
I would love to share with you when we get some time
Yes.
how to maintain your customers
Yes.
through
Yes,
relationship
absolutely.
marketing.
Yes, I have to learn that from you better. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you for helping us out, and I'll see you on YouTube.
Yes, thank you, Tracy. Bye-bye.
All right. Have a good evening.
You too.